Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll get to today's Veterans Day celebrations in just a moment, but first, the story of one active serviceman and how the call to serve is forcing him to change several plans, even his wedding date. WVUA's Cameron West with more.
Sam Gray and Camila Marks were planning on getting married later this year, but some unexpected news has changed their plans. Gray is an active member of the United States Army and will be deploying to Afghanistan in June. Because of this, the couple has pushed the wedding to March. Sam and Camila explained just how they got to this point.
I actually had it planned differently. She got mad at me because it's a really long story, but basically I didn't want her to find out I was going to propose, so I made it seem like I wasn't going to for a while. So that got her angry because I said something.
The reason I got upset was because we had decided that we were no longer going to joke with each other about how long it was going to take or what we were, we weren't going to joke about it. Well, he joked about it like a couple hours later.
So I asked her if she wanted to eat something. She said, well, let's order sushi. So I said, I'll go pick it up.
It was just volunteering, like, I'll go pick up dinner, I'll go do this. And I was worried. I called him, I think, twice, and I was like, where are you? Do I need to come get you? What's going on? Because he wasn't familiar with back where my parents live. And
picked up flowers, chocolate, not chocolate, candy, the sushi, and then I went and got Starbucks. And I had the Starbucks employee write, will you marry me, on the cup in her name.
When he came home, I just walked straight to the couch and he brought the sushi over, and I didn't see the cup, which is mildly embarrassing.
And then she didn't see it right away when I brought it back home, so we ate. And finally she's like, oh, you got me Starbucks? Like, yeah, so I brought it over, and then she saw it, and then I got on my knee. And
he brought the cup over. I thought it was a joke at first. I looked at the cup and I read it and I was like, are you being serious right now, or is this a joke? Because it's not a funny joke. And then he got down on his knees. But it was cute. It was really thoughtful.
Camila says it will be hard to see Sam go, but having the relationship being permanent, along with the support of her friends and family, will make it easier. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Cameron West, WVUA News.
And all of Camila's planning has led to a whole room in their apartment being devoted to the wedding. Well, President Obama today honored our nation's veterans by placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns. The First Lady joined him for the ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery, just outside Washington. Mr. Obama's day included a visit to the USS Carl Vinson in San Diego, where he attended the first ever college basketball game on an aircraft carrier. During a speech today, President Obama said he wanted to take time out to honor our nation's fallen heroes.
You are part of an unbroken chain of men and women who have served this country with honor and distinction. On behalf of a proud and grateful nation, we thank you.
And the West Alabama community also paused to remember the men and women who are serving our country, who have served our country. Ceremonies were held across the area today. We start at Veterans Memorial Park in Tuscaloosa. The program is sponsored by the Tuscaloosa County Park and Recreation Authority. The park is a memorial for all veterans of the United States Armed Service. Today's program included the presentation of colors, guest speakers, and special music. Veterans of all ages and from several different wars turned out for today's ceremony. At the University of Alabama, the Student Government and Campus Veterans Association hosted their annual Veterans Day program. It was held in front of Gorgas Library. It included the national anthem, guest speakers, wreath laying, and the playing of taps. According to the university, there are more than 900 students who are veterans, service members, and dependents. The Veterans Day parade in Huntsville today was marred by an accident before it even began. A woman apparently had a medical emergency and lost control of her minivan. Her vehicle flipped over and hit a group of spectators. Police say it does not appear that she was speeding. The driver on the van and 3 spectators were taken to hospitals for treatments. On tonight's Home Team Crime Watch, video you will only see on WVUA News, 3 students involved in a stabbing on the UA campus. It was a scary scene last night at one of the university's more popular dining halls. An altercation led to 2 students being sent to the hospital. WVUA's Matt McCoy was on the scene just moments after the first responders arrived.
A scary scene at one of the University of Alabama's more popular dining halls. According to Captain Lloyd Baker with the Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit, it happened around midnight at the Lakeside Dining Hall, an altercation between 2 females. Baker says the victim and suspect have had a troubled past, and when the suspect went to the bathroom in the dining hall, that's when the fight broke out. leading to the victim getting stabbed multiple times. 2 roommates of an eyewitness were on the scene when WVUA got this exclusive video.
I was doing laundry and she was like, "You will never guess what just happened at Lakeside." And I was like, "What?" And she told me about the stabbing, and then she was like, I'm just she was speechless. She didn't really know what to say.
But students who were on the scene say even after an attack like the one early Friday morning, they still feel safe on the UA campus.
I don't think the campus itself is just unsafe. It's just I feel unsafe because it's such a shocking event.
Yeah.
Nothing like that has ever happened since I've been here.
Both the victim and the suspect were transported to DCH in Tuscaloosa for treatment. The case is still under investigation by the Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Matt McCoy, WVUA News.
The University of Alabama released this statement today in regards to the incident. It reads as follows: the university emphasizes that behavior that is intimidating or threatening or that results in harm to others is not acceptable in any way on this campus, and violations will be dealt with quickly and appropriately. Officials say the students involved are suspended until the investigation is complete. Well, police in South Alabama have seized more than 4,300 pounds of synthetic marijuana that had a street value of more than $19 million. Along with the synthetic marijuana, they found hundreds of boxes of packing materials and labels. Synthetic pot, known as spice, is mixed with chemicals and marketed and distributed as incense, potpourri, and varieties of other things. The products are sold at retail outlets and over the internet and have become increasingly popular among teens and young adults. Switching gears now, time for a first look at Alabama's home team forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. Richard?
Hey, John, getting kind of cold on this Friday night. Many of us down in the 30s. In fact, 37 degrees, Tuscaloosa 36 in Demopolis. And check out Gaston. Yeah, 32. Gaston will likely be below freezing for about 10 hours tonight, so it's going to be cold for a while. Expect temperatures quickly cool on off. In fact, lows tonight around 30 on average for Tuscaloosa, 28 for Fayette, 25. Some of the cooler spots like Hamilton, Haleyville, and Arley, low to mid 30s are likely down towards Linden, Demopolis, and Marion. And it's going to stay dry tonight. No chance of precipitation overnight. Now, our weekend forecast Saturday and Sunday, at least Saturday, plenty of sun. I think clouds do increase by Sunday. Temperatures do moderate quite a bit. 60s on Saturday, 70s on Sunday. How about the rest of the forecast and your football forecast? Home team weather is coming up.